Judy Grimm,
Yeah.
John McCowan, Tom Winter, Desiree, and
got it.
Erling Brown.
Oh, good.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Tonight, this is Thursday, 4/10/25. This is the Town of Parsonsfield Zoning Board of Appeals. Hello to everybody out there in TV land. You must be really bored if you're watching us, but we do appreciate you tuning in if you are. And having said that and trying to do a little bit of humor, I'll start to move on here. Before I call the meeting to order, some of you that may notice we have two new people, and to be honest, I didn't notice it initially when I walked in. So if you don't recognize them, that's okay. Of course, this is the famous Judy
Oh,
Ingram,
stop.
one of the newest members, John McGowan. My name is Tom Winter, and Erling Brown. John and Erling are new to the group, which is fantastic. Now we have enough people to keep things rolling no matter what happens over the next few years, hopefully. Also, Desiree Lyle, who's been the administrator, and she's also a voting member. This will be her last time as a voting member, although I believe you still will support us, the planning board, and, so she's done an outstanding job over the years, making sure we have all the information, coordinating the meetings, getting the notifications in the town. She'll continue to do that, but she'll no longer, as of tonight, be a member of the zoning board. So we thank her for stepping up and filling in when we were, I wouldn't say desperate, that doesn't sound right, but we were. And, she's carried the torch really, really exceptionally well for us. So thank you for your service to the town. Having said all that, we have a quorum, and come on, Tom, English. I put forward, shall we open the meeting? In a second? Second, okay. The meeting is now started. If you have a cell phone, please turn it off, or at least put it on mute so we don't have a ringing. We have here in the audience the owner of the property and the gentleman making the request for the variance. Tonight's meeting, how we typically do this is we review, the real purpose of tonight is to make sure we have all the information required. If sometimes we can, we'll vote right away on it, and sometimes we have to, take it back, review it, and maybe have another follow-up meeting amongst ourselves. So we'll see how this goes depending on, how people feel. If any one person decides that, nope, they'd like some more time to look at it, then, that's what we would follow. And having said all that, let's see. Oh, we have determined the quorum. Determine any conflicts of interest. I assume none of you folks have any. I do have to say that this fine gentleman has done some work on our house when we needed it many, many years ago. And I promised him I wouldn't hold that against him. But I certainly wouldn't say it's, going to be a conflict of interest, but at one time he has done some work for us. And if the folks feel that I shouldn't vote, I would gladly drop out.
I'm fine.
Everybody fine if I stay in with that? Okay, excellent. Summarize, I'll read from, again, Desiree's excellent summary here. For Kelly and Lisa Libby, the administrative variance request, they're requesting a variance in the front setback from center lines of the road from 50 feet to 35 feet. Basically, they're asking for a 15-foot variance. The property is located on tax map lot U02, lot 018, otherwise known as 38 Hillside Avenue. The parties to the action are, of course, the appellate Kelly and Lisa Libby, the applicants, and of course, the CEO is Jesse Winters, the world famous, By the way, I'm Winter, he's Winters, we are not related, so don't think there's any coercion going on here. I have to say that, just to make sure. So, as I said earlier, the purpose of this particular meeting is to review the application for completeness, schedule a public hearing if needed, and schedule a site walk if applicable. Having said all that, again, Desiree has done her usual outstanding job. I believe we have all the information here. Now it gets a little boring because now we can, kind of read through that. But again, I think you folks, I won't read through all of the things, but we will read to some of explain how the situation, needs requires a variance. Again, you can see that this has been reviewed and accepted by Jesse Winters, the little JW there. He's paid his, he's paid the application fee. I was going to say fine, but no. He's paid the fee, and Danielle Taylor's signature is there. She is the town treasurer, among other things. And, the rest of it is very straightforward. Yep, everything agrees so far with that.
Are we missing a date and signature for?
It's on the original. I just gotta find the file.
No problem. Great.
Good, yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Again, won't read all of the boilerplate there, but, the key thing is, one of the key things is what's listed down here as when he describes why the variance should be granted. As the structure sits now, its purpose is not functional. And again, for reference, there is a diagram back here that he's drawn showing the setbacks from the borders and how the garage would be located against Hillside Avenue. And you can see, 35 feet to the center line, and that should be 50. But again, I'll go through all this because, he has reason for asking for this, of course, other than the fact, I just want it that way.
I have a question.
Certainly. Oh, there we go. That's over with.
Just gotta ask him.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
You all set? I have a question for you. Is this the first house on Hillside Avenue off of Federal Road?
Yes.
Okay, I know exactly it is.
Go up on the right.
Steep driveway.
Yeah, well, my mother had the house built in 61, and it was originally a ranch with a one-car garage and a breezeway attached. They had the driveway, as you come up Hillside Avenue, they had the driveway going up and into the garage. Well, it didn't work in the wintertime. It was steep. So they paved the back side of the garage. They left the garage door on the front side of the garage,
Oh,
so they didn't use it. And then when I bought the house 12 years ago, I moved the garage door from that side at least over to the side that was paved. But you can only pull into it in an extreme situation in the driveway the way it is now.
okay.
So I want to move, I want to rebuild it, move the garage doors so you can actually pull in off the road like a real garage.
Got it. Thank you.
So I'm going to keep the same footprint that it is now, just make it a little bit wider, but no closer to the road.
And I'll have a paved section on the back and the front of the garage. I'll have a paved section in front of the garage and behind the garage.
Well, on the side, I'll repave in front, a little bit over to reach the side of it. And then where it's already paved, might even actually dig some of that pavement up. I don't know how much pavement one person needs over there, but, leave enough room maybe to park one vehicle beside the garage.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing, the land in question cannot yield a reasonable return unless the variance is granted, but that's our boilerplate. As he says, the structure sits now, its purpose is not functional. The need for the variance, the way the property was laid out was to have the driveway come in up in the front of the house, but deemed unusable in the winter. The hardship is due to safety concerns of not being able to use the garage to park in and having to walk up the driveway at night in icy conditions. For the granting of this variance would, again, I'm reading the boilerplate, the granting of a variance will not alter the essential character of the locality. The footprint of the garage to the street will stay the same, be 6 feet wider toward the neighboring home by Hillside Avenue. Again, that's laid out very well, and I compliment you on your handwriting. I could actually read it all. I can't read my own sometimes. So,
I made enough copies for everyone, except myself.
well, I kind of,
I got it etched in my mind, but
I bet you. I see there's the two abutters, Napa Auto Parts, and the Forbes. Desiree, did letters go out to the abutters, do you know, or was that?
Letters don't go out to abutters till you schedule a public hearing.
Okay,
It's
that's right,
back-
that's right.
Backwards from the normal.
Makes sense, understood, thank you. That's why she's so indispensable. Alrighty, so we see that there, and again, just to show, there's the diagram, and I complimented him earlier on actually drawing that out. Now that I know you and remember you, now I do know why you know how to make a proper door and so on and so forth, with all the right little things there. And we can see the Hillside, Avenue, and that's the 35 foot. But since he's, extending it either side, he can't move the garage back. That's not what this is for. But since he is making an addition to the building, we have to review this and make our decision from there. To my view, and I think everyone else's, I believe we have enough information here that, we could make a competent decision. So I really don't have any other questions for you. I understand exactly, why, and, we're all getting older, so, we'd like to keep you here. So, it makes sense to me that, to make it safer, icy conditions, and with the current type of winters we've had in the last 5 or 6 years, ice is more common than snow nowadays. So I don't have any other questions.
I actually was going to ask if we've heard from abutters, but you answered it already.
Okay. John and Erling, any questions?
Straightforward.
Seems very straightforward as well. Well, based on that, I think we can schedule the public hearing. Sorry.
A,
Review, yes, sorry, business. We've reviewed the application for completeness. I see it as complete. Everyone agree?
oh, somebody needs to make the motion.
Oh, sorry, that's right.
You can't as chair.
I move that the
Second.
application is complete.
Thank you. See, that's why we need her.
I
Yeah,
heard it. I
yeah,
didn't see it,
second.
I heard it.
Yep, actually, she's taken the notes.
All approved?
Yep, it's approved, it's carried unanimous that the application is complete. Next item would be schedule a public hearing. And at that time, as Desiree pointed out, will have any input from the abutters? Is that something you'd like to do now, Desiree, or do you need to look at your schedule?
Yep, so I'm looking at the calendar and it looks like the week of the 28th would give us plenty of time for publishing and getting a butters notices out. So we have Tuesday the 29th, Wednesday the 30th, and May 1st.
Okay.
Every day.
I know from my schedule, I'm, wide open anytime for those that, I don't know if there's, you folks need to check your schedules to get back.
For me,
Actually, I'm sorry. I'll be out of town that week.
Okay, well,
So I take that back, I'm sorry, I'm so glad I remembered that.
we are too.
So it's the first week in May then.
Yeah, so technically, if I get an ad in the Shoppers Guide next week, 7 days would be the 24th. If you guys want to move that quickly, we can. If not, I would suggest either Tuesday the 6th or Thursday the 8th.
I'm all for moving it quickly. I mean, given this is not particularly technical, it's really just that we need to hear from abutters. And then we can make the decision, I'm sure, that day unless somebody comes in and gets crazy, but,
Desiree, the 24th of April, what day is that?
It's a Thursday.
Thursday.
Thank you.
okay, so, regarding, scheduling a site walk,
Hang on, you gotta make a motion.
that's right, I'm sorry. I make a motion that we schedule a public hearing and Desiree will take care of that and she'll notify us and put the announcement in the Shopper's Guide and also we'll send out the letters to the abutters and we should have that by then, hopefully. So I make the motion that we say that we go ahead and schedule that and
Are we doing the 24th? Is that the plan?
4/24, does 5 work or 6 work?
I could do 5 that day.
That'll work for me.
Okay, so
Agree.
So I second the motion.
add that into the motion, please.
Yep, okay, not a problem. So I make a motion that we schedule the public hearing for April 24th at 5 PM here in the municipal building. Second?
I second.
Okay, that appears to be unanimous.
Now you can do the sidewalk.
Thank you. I don't believe we require a site walk for this, although if any of you felt we should, we could do that. But again, he's explained things very well. I think his his drawing is very, it shows exactly where everything is. And me personally, I would not schedule a site walk. I put that forward as a motion that we do not need a site walk.
I do not think it's necessary.
Yeah, second.
Okay, so no site walk. He might give us coffee though if we went, but probably not, it's okay. That's it, that's how easy and quick these can be, especially when someone does an excellent job of putting the information together and, particularly again on the site drawing that you clearly see what's going on. Unless there's any other business that anyone would like to bring up, I'll make a motion.
To
I'm sorry.
adjourn?
Thank you. Motion to adjourn.
Second?
It appears unanimous. And so we call end to the meeting. We are adjourned. And thank you very much.
Thank you, appreciate it.
It's easy.
Yeah, well.
I know, when they said I was the only one on there, I go, okay.